You want to do some strange things for a little change? Hey. What's going on, guys? Beast Mode Smooth back with another video. So today we're going to be taking a look at a video titled Pros and Cons of Being a Stripper. So first and foremost, hey, you have your hustle, you want to do your thing. I ain't knocking that. You want to do some strange things for a little change? Hey, your life, your rules, you do what you do. But at the end of the day, this is a man's channel. So we're going to be breaking down what she's talking about or what she's saying in this video. All right, so here we go. All right, guys, appreciate everyone subscribing, liking, sharing my videos. Really appreciate it. I'm trying to get to 2,000 subscribers by the end of March. So help me get to that goal. And big ups to all the Caribbean people in the comment section. I see you. All right, so here we go.
Hey beauties, welcome back to my channel, Bush by Malik. Today we are gonna figure out if dancing is right for you and weigh out the pros and cons that there are to this job. I got them written here. So do you guys like getting the good news first or the bad news? Pros or the cons first? So some of these things are going to be like weighted like a pro and a con because there's positive things about it and then there's negative things about it. Here we go. Our first pro is obviously going to be money. You know, dancers usually make a lot. If you're not making good money, you either need to learn how to hustle or you need to go to another club or city or something. You know, there's money to be made dancing for sure. The second part.
All right, so right off the bat, it's all about the money. She goes where the money goes. All my guys out there, all my simps out there thinking you can save these girls, do yourself a favor. Know what it is, right? If you're gonna get yourself entangled with one of these girls, know what it is and keep it moving. All right, but let's continue.
Is the schedule. Most of the time you're free to come and go as you please. That's obviously a pro. That's how I've been able to travel so much this year. And you know, you don't have to call off or take off or anything like that. You just show up when you want to go. Because nobody is telling you that you need to be at work, you tend to not go to work. That's not for everyone, okay? But just if you had like a 5-day schedule, you would have to go or you would get fired. As with dancers, like if you're not feeling like going to work and you don't go, no one's going to fire you. No one's going to discipline you unless you discipline yourself. So yeah, that's one thing. So the third pro to dancing is that you get to network.
Right, so she's living life with no real consequences, just waking up and doing whatever she feels like. So it's interesting that she is saying that. And again, as a man, she's not going to be focused on you. She's going to be focused on what she has going on, and ultimately whatever she feels like doing, she's, you know, just going to do it. But let's continue.
And meet people all the time. That's part of your job, is to meet people, you know. Yeah, that can be like very helpful. They can help you do things. You know, a lot of people are knowledgeable on different subjects. You have the opportunity to ask them because you meet people from all around the world. Well, I know I do. I meet people from all around the world, all different type of income backgrounds and all that. And I always get, you know, the chance to ask them questions or something if I'm curious.
Right. The only thing she's curious about is what's their bank account saying. These types of women, what they usually do is they talk to men, you know, friend them up, get a feel as to, you know, what they do for work, how much money they make. And then based on that conversation, they'll have a certain price. So for example, if you're in a strip club, you're a student, she knows right off the bat that you don't have a lot of money. So she may not even talk to you, or she may just end the conversation right there, or she may give you a rate based on you being a student. But if you went in there and you were a lawyer, then hey, that's gonna get her percolating, her antennas up as to how much money you make, and she may give you a different rate based on you being a lawyer. So that's what she means by networking. How much money does he have, and can he facilitate the life that I want? But let's continue.
I also get people that want to help me all the time. You know, they ask me, do I need help building my credit? Do I need help doing this, that, and the other? I meet some really nice people. The fourth pro to dancing is that it is empowering. So it just is. Like, when a man is like staring at me and I'm like, I just watch them drool over me, and it's just so weird. It's not weird, but it's just like, wow, like, it's empowering. You know, it lets me know how much power.
Wow, 1,000 guys in the strip club, and I'm naked, and they just want to. I feel empowered. Like, just doesn't make any sense. The fact that random strange men only wanting to you because you're naked. I mean, traditional women coming up, they were empowered because one man wanted them, and one man wanted to build a life, and they chose one man, and they lived happily ever after. They had their kids, and they just moved on with life. For her, as she does the stripping, and I'm assuming she does other things in the club, she loses the ability to pair bond with another human being, a man, for example, sticking to that one man and just building a life. For her, she's going to rationalize that and saying, oh, well, he's going to get in the way of my money, or, you know, I need to network and meet a bunch of guys. That's how she's going to rationalize it in her mind. And because she's getting fast money, doing her thing, traveling, just being a boss, what she's probably saying in her mind, as a man, she's not gonna wanna. She's not gonna care about you. Period. She's not gonna care about you. But it's interesting that she's mentioning this in the video. But anyways, let's continue.
Power really holds as a woman. Okay. Number 5 pro is that, you know, you get to be in a club environment. You get to party, drink, have fun all the time if you want, you know, and it's fine. It really is fun. But it can be fun, you know, it can be annoying too if you don't have the right mindset. Our 6th pro to dancing is that you get to learn about men. You get to learn how married men act, just how men act in general, how they act in a strip club, how they act when they're in front of their wife versus when they're not in front of their wife. It's like men feel this freeness in the strip.
Right, so she's collecting data. She's collecting data in the strip club and really understanding her target audience, how they move when they're married, when they're not married, economic class. So she's really going deep in the psychology of men, and she's using that to her advantage to again make more money. But let's continue.
Strip club, I guess. I take advantage of it and learn all that I can about them. So the number 7 pro to dancing is that you're able to travel anywhere. You know, I could go dance in Miami, New York, Cali, blah 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 blah, Vegas. You know, you guys could come dance in Atlanta. Like, you know, that's definitely a pro. You can go wherever and dance for a few days, leave, maybe go back, you know, back and forth. You can live in a couple cities if you wanted to and have multiple jobs, you know, so that's like definitely a pro. Other people don't have that luxury. The 8th pro to being a dancer is that you get COD, and if you don't know what that is, that's cash on demand. So let's say my power bill is due tomorrow and I have no money, like zero money. I could get up and go to work today and know that I have the money to pay my power bill tomorrow. So that, you know, is definitely...
Well, there you have it. I mean, she's only caring about herself. What about the guy that you finessed that has to pay his bill? What about the guy you know, created a fantasy for and maybe whispered sweet nothings in his ears? What about his power bill, right? What about his bills? See, she doesn't care about the guys that she's finessing and leading on. She only cares about her bills. And again, she's going to do whatever it takes to ultimately facilitate a life and to take care of her stuff. But let's continue.
A pro for sure. You leave with money. Not only do you leave with money, but while you're there, you're constantly taking your money. So, you know, you keep track of your money while you're there. That is the pros. Let's move on to the cons and see if you still want to be a dancer after we get through here, okay? Okay. And let me just say that there are a few more cons than pros on the list, just because I couldn't think of any more. And I did consult with other dancers for this list, okay? And they gave me other ones that I didn't have. So here we go. Our first con, if I can read my handwriting. The first con to dancing is that it can be pricey to dance. You have to sometimes, usually, get a license for the club, which can range from $100 to $300-400.
I mean, that's not really a con. That's just the part of running a business. If you're a business owner, you need insurance. You need to register your business as a corporation. That's just what it is as an entrepreneur. So it's interesting that she's mentioning that as a con, but let's continue.
Then you have to make sure you have shoes and an outfit. Makeup, if you don't have makeup. But some girls dance without makeup. I personally can't or don't want to. And also you have to pay to work. So some clubs, they make you pay up front. So that would be another expense that you have to come up with before you can dance, is your tip out money. Number 2 con to dancing is going to be obviously like the bullshit that you have to deal with. People are so blankety blank aggravating. Like, you're gonna have to grow thick skin in there and just learn to ignore people, ignore not to care, and move on with your life, okay? Number 3 cons to being a dancer is that there are no benefits. No one is matching your 401k. No one's paying your health insurance, your kids' health insurance, anything like that. No, none of that. Which brings me into number 4.
Right. I mean, that's just a part of having a business. You have to manage your money, and you just have to be an adult. I mean, it is what it is, but let's continue.
And that is, if you get hurt, you can't work. And if you can't work, you don't make any money, like, period. Maybe you can sue the person that hurt you if it was someone else's fault and, like, collect the money you were supposed to be making. But the only way you could do that is if you filed your taxes for it and have proof that you're making that money. So, which is another thing. I don't think I have that on here, but you better believe that at the end of the year, baby, you gotta pay them taxes. So make sure you're saving your money. I am, like, dreading paying my taxes again for this year. Like, it's just so expensive. It's so ridiculous. So just try and make a savings.
Anyways, guys, I'm gonna end the video here. She's just rambling on about running a business. I mean, you got to pay taxes, you need insurance, like, you need all these things. That's just normal practice of running a business. But again, she loves the attention, she loves the money. She doesn't care who she has to hurt, what she has to do. She's gonna do it to ultimately facilitate the life that she wants. So as a man, I strongly advise you stay away from these types of women. They're just gonna use you, string you along, wring you out to dry, and just move on. All right? So if you like this video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, peace.